So listen, folks. Jonesy and I wanted to get together and just shoot shit for a few minutes. It's all come to an end.
Sad.
I can tell you, the reason why I said yes to this because I had a feeling what happened would happen. Every other day for about 2 freaking months, we got to shoot shit on them. Through text messages or phone calls, we're talking to each other about how are we gonna do this, how are we gonna do that. And at one point, we decided to mesh in Deca Strong, and Jones was like, let's do it.
Let's do it.
And
we did it.
So he told me a 7-mile course. I just got back from the course, by the way, and at 7-mile mark, I was like, Jones, we're not done.
Yeah, I mean,
we were getting farther away from the finish line. Like, this is not a good sign. The course was freaking amazing. The course by itself was amazing, but the setup that our evil minds came up with was we did the full Deca Strong activation prior to going out on his 8.5 mile course. So where we're coming from you at is the Army National
Top
Guard
secret location.
and Air Force Air Guard endurance team qualifier for 2021.
Yeah.
Where are we again?
This is GTS, Greenleaf Training Site, and this is dead center of the country in Hastings, Nebraska. Very historical area. Look it up. But yeah, you think it's pretty flat, but there's a couple hills up there.
He freaking has a bunker, put a little elevation in. I bet I got about 190 feet.
Hey, it's a little bit.
First thing he threw at us, we finished Deca Strong.
You threw at us.
I threw Deca Strong at everybody, JC and I, but we finished Deca Strong. We go out about a quarter mile. There's a 100-pound sandbag carry, 250s. 100-pounder would have been better. Those 250s fumbling with that shit.
I'll tell you what. You think you know what you're doing with it until you come out of the Deca Strong and you try to pick up sandbags the way you planned it, and yep, that's a bad day when they keep rolling off your shoulders.
So let's talk to everybody. In the OCR world, we talk about compromised running.
Yeah.
I've never been so compromised in my life than compared to that 16-minute Deca Strong activation. I left, so he had a little low crawl here. He come out of the auditorium in a little low crawl that he created for us. In the first mile, I felt like a 260-pound walrus dragging a freaking sled. It was ugly. I looked down, I was going 8:45-minute mile pace, and it felt like about a 5:45.
Well, you had that 10 feet of gain over there, too, coming out of it.
If there was any little ditch, any little climb, he threw us on there. But what I want to talk about real quick is the fact that something that we said in the yesterday was mental conditioning. Yesterday was chin up. Today was chin down. It's ugly chin down training. But I loved it. And I was telling the guard that we get a ton of opportunity to take civilians through. We get to celebrate fitness with civilians, but really and truly, these rock stars are the most important athletes in our country. The people that we were. You guys take care of the beautiful machine for a different reason, because you may need to be called upon to do. The civilians, we keep our bodies fit because we may want to go on a freaking ski vacation with our kids. We may want to go do whatever, and you guys do that as well. But you may be called upon to do something far beyond something that a civilian would need to do, and that's to serve your country in some way. So it was great celebrating fitness with a bunch of guard that keep their bodies in shape, respect their bodies.
Yeah, absolutely. Of the 100+ people we had, having 60% stick to it and actually show up and complete this course, I think is absolutely incredible. It just shows who really took in the 2-day event of beating themselves up mentally and then getting ready for this physical beatdown.
Yeah.
And it just really goes to show what we're looking for in this inaugural endurance team tryouts. And that's what, later we'll find out who those individuals are. But I mean, just to have those guys still stick it out and come out here through what's going on in the world, it just really shows who is willing to dig deep and put up with the grind.
Yeah. When I mentioned celebrating fitness, that's what we try to do as Spartan Deca. And I'm going to tell you a story real quick. You may be able to help me with the names. There was a mom and son who showed up. I think their last name is Killian. They had this same last name as Robert. They said, and they they were joking about that. But so Mom starts Deca Strong, and the way Mark and I set it up, you go, and then 6 minutes later, you basically have somebody chasing you. So Mom goes, and her son just happens to be behind him, behind her, and you can see him creeping up on Mom. I teared up on that course when this happened. He's creeping up on her, and he starts slowing down his pace, and he stays just a couple reps behind her. Right when she finished the next zone, he would be going to that zone, and he didn't realize that somebody was chasing him.
Yeah. Selfless.
This guy. So I was like, I was screaming at Mom, you gotta go, because I could tell that her son was about to be caught, and he would have been. If you got caught in the Deca Strong course, it's like you were dead. You lost that battle. You had to be pulled off, go back to the back line, and restart the freaking nightmare Deca Strong test. And he gets caught right before. I mean, Mom just couldn't quite push hard enough, so he waits just a little longer than he needed to. He gets caught. We pull him off. He DNFs himself and goes out on course with Mom. And dude, I was crying like a baby. I had to go hide behind the blade. I was crying like a baby.
I
don't know if you knew that.
Start over?
No, he was not going to let his mom go out on course by himself.
Wow.
He went out, and I could tell he's like a pretty fit guy. I was like, he looks like he's sandbagging a little bit. And I forgot from yesterday that was his mom. And about zone 5, I realized why he was going about 85%. Like, I could see it. He's like, I want to make sure I don't catch my mom so she doesn't get kicked out. And he just didn't. And there's nothing he could have done.
Wow.
So, and the other guy didn't want to get caught, so he had to. He started playing mind games with him,
which is a great way to put it. You know, it's get caught or catch someone else.
But I'll tell you what, man. More than anything, I got to hang out with you for 2 months just shooting the shit as a lead up, but getting to hang out with people.
But you know what? You still can't.
We talk about living, loving, laughing, and serving big, with big focus on the serve. You served this wonderful community, the Guard, really, really well with this event. This was a celebration of mental and physical conditioning. And what we talked about in the mental conditioning piece yesterday with Gip Burley is you want to have a large network of people that will hold your ass accountable, accountability partners and mentors. And there's only a few people in my life. Like if I walk into a room of 1,000 people, I know I'm going to say nobody can outwork me. If you work your ass off, you might be able to keep up with me. But there's a few people that I know I can't outwork them, and I have to try to keep up with them. Well, this guy is one of them, and I'm a better version of myself anytime I'm with him in person. And there's certain friends that are so they're so good that it's almost like they're always sitting on the shoulder when you're not there. You're about ready to do something stupid or be a jackass. Like, no, dude, what would Jones do? So that's good stuff, brother.
Thank you.
Enjoyed hanging out with you.
Hey, it was a team effort. We've been blasting this for a while. We've been talking about it, and it's just I can't even tell you the emotion right now of having it come together and have everybody say that was a phenomenal. And there's not a mountain out here. And think of all the things we could have done with a little bit of terrain change.
We had the best obstacle course racing athlete arguably on the planet. Rob Killian said it was one of the greatest full body functional fitness tests when it was all combined that he's ever been to.
Wow.
Listen, dude, love you, brother.
I love you too. Thank you.
Cut!
That's great.